Throughout my life, I've always been drawn to water. I'm not even sure why. Maybe it's all the fun it's given me, the adventures. Perhaps it's how I feel when I'm in it. I feel free. They say immersing ourselves in water can lift us from depression and fill us with euphoria. I think it's just that oxygen is overrated. Noise, traffic, people. Sometimes it feels like there's no escaping them. But take my word for it, getting away from it all is much easier than you think. And all you need is a swimsuit. 4 million people in Britain escape by swimming in wild waters. This summer, I've decided to join them. My plan is an ambitious one. I'm going to swim my way around Britain. I'll take in lakes, rivers and seas, and hopefully with each swim, grow in confidence enough to attempt to swim in honour of my dad, to Northumberland's Holy Island. My wild swimming adventure started a few weeks back when I returned home to Newcastle, to the places where my father first taught me to swim.
He could swim for miles, in 10-degree water, in his swimming trunks. Well, I lost Dad recently. So I think maybe that's what I'm doing on this journey, reclaiming identity.
I then travelled south to meet up with a group of Devon-based triathletes who gave me one memorable introduction to open water swimming.
A beautiful way to see Britain.
Now I'm happy to take the rough, as long as I get the smooth as well. And that's just what I got when I stumbled upon an idyllic Cornish tidal pool.
I love it here.
But this adventure is as much about people as it is about beautiful places. So when an opportunity arose to meet the ultimate wild swimmer, environmentalist Lewis Pugh, I jumped at the chance.
I think you can do it.
Well, that was before I discovered we'd be swimming in 8-degree Welsh water. With my Holy Island swim fast approaching, I'm keen to get a few more pleasant paddles under my belt before things get serious. So I'm off to Cambridge to meet one-time students, now full-time wild swimmers, Gloria Dawson and Jordan Savage.
But in terms of swimming, there's a beautiful place around here called Grantchester Meadows. Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
And why?
It's the most beautiful place to swim in Cambridge, I guess.
And is it sort of the mecca for wild swimmers around here?
Well, I guess so, yeah. I think for wild swimmers through the ages, certainly. So people like Rupert Brooke used to swim up near Grantchester, and Virginia Woolf when she came to visit him.
Just by the act of river swimming, you sort of do turn yourself into an outsider, don't you? It's like social trespass, like the areas onto which you do not go.
Yeah.
I have to say, if I saw a sign that said do not swim, that's just like saying don't touch this red button to a little 7-year-old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You find it an escape from the madness?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's, you know, it's just taking another route, isn't it? It's going out of the element that most of us spend most of the time in, into this great big green wet thing. I guess it just makes you think differently, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You're on a different level, you know. Here we've got our eyes level with the water.
Sure.
We've got another viewpoint, you know, I think that's a big part of it.
Because when I was just swimming in the North Sea,
Yeah.
you know, people say it sort of helps them think better.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
Yeah.
in cold water like this, I sort of lose the ability to think, don't you?
I think you have the notion that you're thinking better. Because I think your brain's all doing this crazy stuff, and you know, It's going, what's just hit me? What's happening? What's the temperature? Who am I?
Everything's really immediate.
So you think you're in this kind of incredible high, you're probably not. You're not really any cleverer, you know.
I mean, it's amazing to think that some of the greatest poets have been inspired by this place. And today, so have I. She stood on the bridge by moonlight. Her lips were all a-quiver. She gave out a cough, her leg fell off, and it floated down the river. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, people do various things to escape the madness. Yeah, some take pills, others have therapists. But me, I do this. Hell of a lot cheaper. God, it's amazing to think that some of the greatest wordsmiths that have ever lived actually studied here. So this is a river I couldn't miss out on. Just thinking who swam in here. Isaac Newton, Darwin, John Cleese. Isn't that the bonniest sight? Hey, I've got the River Cam and Cambridge all to myself. This is a first. Swimming in a storm.
Swimming in a storm may be a personal first, but in wild swimming the feat really worth shouting about is an English Channel crossing. More people have climbed Mount Everest than have managed to dodge the endless stream of ferries and swim the 22-mile distance between Dover and France. It's all in the training, I'm told.
If I'm going to swim Holy Island, I think I need to raise my game. And if anyone's going to raise my game, it's a lady over there called Frida Streeter, otherwise known in these parts as the General.
Come on, swim!
She's managed to get hundreds of swimmers across the channel. So if she can do that, I'm sure she can get me across Holy Island.
Come on, drink time!
I just want to enjoy today. I just want to sort of improve my technique, you know, my catch, my kick, maybe he's learned to kick from the hips better. You know, the sun's shining, the sea's calm. And yeah, I don't want to be too strenuous. Well, this is going to help me. I brought my suit.
No, I'm sorry. That is what we technically call a wimp suit, my man.
This is...
Now,
well,
listen.
I'm what you technically call a wimp. I'm not bothered by being called a wimp.
Unfortunately, they are banned off this beach.
Well, today's a revolution, and I'm wearing it, Frida. It's called I want to enjoy today.
Well, you could enjoy it in a pair of bathers.
Right. And what's the plan for today?
Now then, I thought that we'd send you with the swimmers down to the wall and back. What is going to happen is you're swimming into the wind.
Right.
So it's going to take you long, but you're going to surf back.
Okay. You ever swum the channel?
No, thank you.
Why?
Because there is a ferry there. Over there, there's a train that goes underneath, and up there is an aeroplane that goes across.
I know.
So why would I want to swim it?
See, I like your way of thinking, Frida.
Frida may not be tempted to swim the channel, but her daughter has more than made up for it. Alison Streeter is the world record holder for swimming the channel the most times. She's made an astonishing 42